From the Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cowboys offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Out of the shotgun on third down. It's on target and complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The inside handoff. Next going for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. Fighting off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The give out of the gun. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Handoff to the lone back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Some misdirection with the counter. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, BYU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Using his legs, it's Riley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on third and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Northwestern stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Finding open areas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Look out, he's got room. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Gonna sling it on second down. Snags it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cowboys line it up with a first and goal. Wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Cowboys have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. From the gun, give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. off play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He's going to run it. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they're after him. crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU has this offense clicking. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. BYU right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Oklahoma State 30, BYU 13.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Plows through the defense. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The give on the option. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. BYU with the 1st and 10. from the red zone, looking for a space. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Washington. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee.